everyone, how are you? We'll wait for a few people to get on here. It is Nutrition Tuesday for the GTHL. Hello, hi everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hi guys. All right, welcome to Nutrition Tuesday. So my name is Seanna Thomas and I am Hockey Snacks. My company is Hockey Snacks. I'm a nutritionist and I am working with the GTHL and have been for many weeks now. So hopefully you've been tuning into some of our live programming. And we have been making awesome recipes, doing some really great snacks for you guys and meals for you guys, but also some really good information. So we've been doing lots of Q&As and it's been a lot of fun. So I want to thank you guys for submitting all of your questions. If you have some while I'm chatting today, feel free to drop them at the bottom here. There is a little question mark and you can ask your questions there and I'll make sure to check them out after I answer the questions that I have right now. As we slowly get back to our sports and hockey, it's really important that we start practicing proper nutrition, and practicing that like we would a hockey skill. And the more you practice, the easier it gets and the more habits you develop and it just becomes easier and easier. So I want to thank you guys for all of your engagement and participation and everything. So, we're just having the best time. I'm having so much fun and I hope you're enjoying these Nutrition Tuesdays that we bring to you every week. So let's get to our first question. So first, if you haven't seen our Nutrition Tuesdays in the past, my name's Seanna Thomas. I'm a nutritionist. My company is Hockey Snacks. And we, have been working with the GTHL for years now. And you've probably seen me around the rink. Hi. And at tournaments and things like that. I may have even come and done a workshop with your team. If you have seen me before, you can give me a little wave hello. If not, nice to see you and meet you. And I hope you continue to join us for Nutrition Tuesdays. It's always going to be right here on the GTHL Instagram at 3:30 on Tuesdays. So first question is, what are foods a 16-year-old who is training daily should be consuming? So, all right. So 16 years old, training daily, what should you be eating? Well, it really does depend. So there are some things that I can tell you right off the bat that you can be eating. But being 16 doesn't tell me, exactly how athletic you are, what sort of, athletic level you're at. And what does training daily mean? Are you getting sweaty every day? Are you working really hard every day? Are you going for a run every day? So, there are different requirements depending on also your stature, and what you eat on a regular basis and all of those things. But I can tell you a few things to go along with that. So no matter really what age you are, when you're training, in order to take care of your body and really nourish your muscles, after you train, you need to do three things. So you need to replenish, you need to refuel, and you need to rehydrate. So replenish means to put back in the energy that you just used. So that's carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are your number one fuel that you want to use as an athlete, especially as an athlete playing hockey. Carbohydrates are an essential fuel, pure energy for your body. And what happens when you eat carbohydrates, so there's things like bread, rice, pasta, fruits and vegetables, things like that. When you eat those things, they're turned into sugar and they sit in your muscles and your liver, and they're called glycogen, and they're ready for your muscles to use as energy, just pure energy. So your body uses all that up when you're training. And then afterwards, you have to replenish that. And getting in the habit of having, a good carbohydrate storage and energy storage is a really good practice for young athletes. So definitely you want to have some carbohydrates after you work out to replenish those energy stores. So that's the replenishing factor. After that, is protein. And protein is that refuel, right? So protein is going to help your muscles recover, repair, and grow. So at 16, your muscles are still growing, your body is still growing, and protein is what helps those muscles grow, as well as helping your muscles recover and repair. So as you're training, if you're talking about training and really growing those muscles, essentially what you're doing is breaking down those fibers to make them bigger, and then you have to repair them. So you're kind of breaking apart and repairing, breaking apart and repairing, breaking apart and repairing, and that's what makes your muscles grow. So you need to have adequate protein. And when we're talking about protein, it doesn't have to be meat, doesn't have to be, a steak afterwards. It can be lean protein, it can be a handful of nuts, it can be a glass of milk, it can be a smoothie. All of those things count. So you definitely want to have carbohydrates and protein after you work out and every time. So you want to be having, bits of that throughout the day, especially if you're training every day. And the last thing is rehydrating. So definitely making sure that you're getting an adequate amount of water. You don't really need sports drinks unless you are, out in the middle of the heat of the sun for like 4 hours at a time and you're dripping sweat and you're losing all of those electrolytes. But you really don't need the sugar that is in those drinks. So I'm going to say stick with water, have some carbohydrates, have some protein, and also remember to rest. Having a rest day is really important for your body to recover and help your muscles repair. So, it's okay to take a rest day every once in a while. Even if it's, you're training 6 days a week and you take that 7th day off, it's really important to get the proper rest and sleep if you really want your muscles to grow. So you grow when you sleep. So carbs, protein, hydrate, rest. All right, so that is my recommendation. And again, if you missed the question, it was what are foods a 16-year-old who's training daily should be consuming. So I know I didn't give you specific foods, but having some carbohydrates, some protein, and definitely water is key. All right, so my second question for today is, what are some nutritious meals I can make ahead of time that will keep well? And this is a great question because planning is so important as an athlete, especially with our crazy schedules, usually crazy schedules. You want to have things that you can grab and go that are healthy for you and they're going to nourish your body. So things like my energy bites that I've made a lot. I've made them on the GTHL Nutrition Tuesdays before. They're made mostly from oats, nut butters, a little maple syrup to sweeten it up, and then hemp hearts, which are fiber and protein and healthy fats and all that good stuff in there. So making energy bites ahead of time, sticking them in the fridge or the freezer, and they're just there for you, ready to bite, ready to either take with you or have after some training, are a really good option. Trail mix is amazing as well. That's something that you can easily throw together, just nuts and some dried fruit, maybe some seeds. That's something that's really easy as well. Also, you can make baked egg bites and you can keep those in the fridge. And those are awesome because you can throw in whatever vegetables that you like, and then they have that awesome protein from the egg itself. So, you mix it all together, bake it in the oven in muffin tins, and you can keep them in the fridge or the freezer again for fast breakfasts and snacks after training, and something like a wrap, something nice and easy that doesn't have a lot of like sauces in it, is something that's easy to grab, and you can keep that really healthy with lots of veggies in it as well. Veggies with hummus is a good one too. A fruit parfait you can make ahead of time. It really is just about planning, and whether you want to make a whole batch of something on a Sunday to have for the week, or it's just the night before, you need to know your schedule and need to know what you like and what you're willing to make, how much time you have, what you have available to you, and and just think about that and then make it ahead of time, keep it in your fridge. I always say if you're going to a practice or you're going to have some kind of hardcore training, then you can make a pregame smoothie, but also make a second one at the same time, add a little bit more protein to the one that you're going to have afterwards, and then it's ready for you, right? It's a kind of a 2-for-1. So something like that, and thinking about things a little bit ahead of time is great. Even making a sandwich ahead of time so you don't have to do it afterwards can make a world of difference, right? So, nutritious meals I can make ahead of time. I know I gave you a lot of snacks, but really, if you have a meal that you're making that's nutritious for your family, just make extra, put it in a container and keep it aside, put your name on it, and say that is yours for after you train, or that is yours for breakfast tomorrow because you've got to go out the door. Talk to your family members, get them on board with you to just make a little bit extra quinoa for quinoa bowls, make extra salad, extra soups, extra roasted vegetables, extra rice or pasta, whatever you've got going on, make a little bit extra and then throw it in a container that is specifically for you. And I mean, try and stick to real whole foods as much as possible. It's so easy to go to supplements and shakes, but if you have that food available to you, that really is the best fuel. So you want to stick to complex carbs, fruits and vegetables all the time, and some really good lean proteins as well. Okay, so there was one other question that I am going to get to. And if you guys have some questions while I'm chatting, then you can throw them down in the little question mark guy down there. All right. So the other question that I was asked was, what are some good snacks for camp? Because, we may not be going to overnight camp right now, but there are a lot of day camps and programs that have opened up. And what I would say is look for snacks that have low sugar, some fiber in them, some protein, and of course you're going to have to look for snacks that are allergy friendly as well. So, that throws obviously nuts out of the equation and nut butters and things like that. But there are a lot of snacks out there that are really great and low sugar items that have some fiber, have some protein that you can just throw in your bag. So brands like Made Good, there's a brand called Freeyum that is a Canadian brand and mostly oat-based, and they're free of the top 10 allergens. Also fruit. I mean, fruit is a really great snack. It's grab and go, apple, oranges, bananas, really easy to grab and go. If you are looking, if you run a camp or a program and you're watching this right now, Hockey Snacks is offering healthy snack delivery for camps. So you can always get in touch with me, and we do fresh fruit and allergy friendly items, and we can deliver throughout the GTA. If you're beyond the GTA, give us a call. We'll see what we can do. But if you are in the GTA running a camp or a program, get in touch, because I would love to talk to you about offering some really healthy options for your campers. And if you're doing it yourself, then grab a fruit, grab one of the options I talked about. Simply Protein is another brand that is pretty good. Pure popcorn and Joy Life is amazing. They have great allergy friendly stuff, and a lot of their items are really low in sugar, have some fiber and protein in them. They've got some awesome lentil chips and lemon poppy seed and blueberry bars, some really excellent stuff for you guys. So it's just about, getting out there and looking. And if you want to shoot me an email or send me a message, I'd be happy to write down all of the brands that I use for you, and you can look for them yourself. But there's a lot of them out there that are great for camps. And if you're going to be out during the day, they're just really grab and go, but also still on the nutritious end of things. So even though, we may be still weeks, potentially months away from our team sports, you want to make sure that you are maybe paying attention to nutrition, just little steps here and there. And that way you're developing those healthy habits for the future. And for, when these sports do start, it's important that we develop these habits, that, we're having a pre-game snack, and that we're having especially a recovery snack right after. That's crucial for your muscles. So just think about that. And let me just check here and see if I can find some questions. So we have a question: how can you lose fat? Well, fat is lost by a calorie deficit. So if you are training and you're, losing this many calories, but you're eating this much, and then you don't have that deficit. You need to have a calorie deficit if you want to lose fat. So you have to put in the training, and you have to pay attention to your nutrition. So it really is about awareness and knowing exactly what's going into your body. So I would recommend, if you want to lose fat, to just start being more aware of what you're eating and sort of track it. Write down everything that you eat. Don't change anything right away, but write everything down and sort of get a sense of, if you're eating out of boredom, or, if you're really craving something, or if you're really hungry. Or sometimes we mistake hunger for thirst. So if you're sometimes you're just thirsty. So try having, a glass of water and see if those cravings go away. That can be really helpful. But definitely paying attention to what you're eating can make a massive difference if you want to lose fat. So that would be my advice there. If you guys have any questions that you think of after this, you can always get in touch with me, Seanna at hockeysnacks.com, or shoot me a message on the Instagram, Hockey Snacks. You can head on over there, give us a follow, and give us a message anytime. I will be doing a Q&A in 2 weeks, so feel free to send those questions along to the GTHL or me. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching. I always have a great time doing these videos for the GTHL. And like I said, contact me anytime. I'm happy to help. And I really hope that sports are coming back soon and that we can all chat about nutrition together. So have a great day, you guys. Have a great Canada Day tomorrow. Happy Canada Day if you are watching from Canada. And if you're watching from the States, have a great 4th of July in a few days. And we will see all of you very soon. And next week, we'll be making a recipe for you right here, Tuesdays, 3:30 on the GTHL Instagram. Thanks again, you guys. I'm Seanna Thomas from Hockey Snacks. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.